So the character doesn't have a name, and that's simply because she can be anyone. And for me, that's very interesting. When I look at places like the Cape Flats, and then doubly so when you're performing a piece like this in the Slave Lodge. The facelessness of the character is very important, but also the layers of torment, which translates, and of course I will always translate from historical text into present day text. The kind of life, almost an emaciated life, a life which is devoid of pleasure, really, very few pleasures, living in a bungalow, in a yard, in a plakkerskamp actually. Smarty Town is really somewhere in Delft, kind of a haphazard hodgepodge of homes put together. So she stays in a yard, and she mistakenly wanted to give herself some love when a young boy made advances, or it could have been the other way around, who knows. But I think for me, she's a woman who carries a lot of pain in her body. She's a survivor. This is the first time, I think, in many, many years for her, that the God van Steen, the stone exterior, is starting to crumble. And all of those other abuse things are starting to come out, because it's not just about the thing that happened, it's about the things that happened. So I found this character very intense and very difficult. So I went through a lot of ups and downs about wanting to do her and not wanting to do her. Even while I was rehearsing her, she was very trying. She sometimes kept me awake. So of course I had to give her a name. So yes, it's a very, very multi-layered character, and one cannot ignore the layers as well. The writing is excellent, really, for me. So few words, so little text actually, and it conveys so much in that 3 minutes, What else can I say about this character? She's so many women. In South Africa, in the townships. She's so many women in South America, in the townships. She's so many women in any ghetto, anywhere in the world, actually.
So the process of taking the monologue from paper to stage was one where we had to look at the images that were created by the writer, Dianne Albertze, who had given us a world to create through repetition, this poetic language. And so what we connected to was what images are evoked within us, what do we see? And then we created this landscape, or like the world that you see today, you just saw, that this woman who lives in this bungalow alone, what do these words mean to her? How do these words move her in the space? This repetition, the cycle that she's in with her own conscious, with her own feelings. We were led by the images in the text, and we wanted to find all the ways to justify that moving in the space, and how her home was also this ground of the courtroom, the judgment day, all of this coming into this one space.